Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. This is AZastropsych. I've had channels before, but we're trying something new. I am using good old-fashioned Nostradamus way of doing tarot and astrology. So what Nostradamus does is he uses what do I want to say? The major arcana first, and then we use the minor arcana for clarification. We're just going to go around. I want to focus on this April 8th, this big solar eclipse that is happening. And, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But if there's something you like about this, please don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So again, a reminder. So with Nostradamus too, he doesn't go by, with traditional astrology, they look at like the time of your birth. It's straight out the month. And so for Aries, anyone born in April, which could be like for me, I'm on the cusp of Gemini Taurus. And so in my situation, traditional tarot says Gemini, but per Nostradamus, I'm really a Taurus. So if you were born in April, okay, if you were born in April, this reading is for you. So without further delay, let's go ahead and go right for it. Okay, so the first card you have out is Judgment. And for Aries here in your first house, you might be going through something as far as your soul's purpose, right? Who am I? Or this is who I am. And you might be feeling judged by others or judging yourself. And so as far as this eclipse comes up, which I think is in Libra, I think they're wanting to, which is, very typical of Libra, right? Judgment. So I think if anything, be aware of the thoughts of you judging yourself, or feeling that others are judging you, which is all of their stuff. It's not you, it's their stuff. And it's about, if it's a solar eclipse, things get eclipsed out, but solar means things coming, becoming more clear. So I think it's an opportunity to look at areas where you judge yourself, right? Finding that clarity. Where am I judging myself? And then eclipse it out. Get that out of it, because that is not who you are. We are all made, created in the perfect image, likeness of God. And it's reminding yourself, Aries, right, the oldest child of the zodiac, that this is your purpose, right? You are here to show others that you are created in the likeness and image of God. You are a God. So I think they're asking you to take a look at where you judge yourself, or if you feel like others have judged you, and let it go. Let it go. All right, so let's go into now your second house, which is Taurus. And yours in Taurus, when we think of our second house, it's about money, beauty. So let's see what card comes out here. Okay, Temperance, beautiful. Finding balance in how you're creating money. Where is your money coming in from? How are you building wealth, right? As simple as things like, and it's, again, we have Judgment here. It's in Libra. Now we have Temperance, balance. So maybe you just need to find some balance. You're going to get some clarity when I think of the eclipse again, on things that you might not, maybe not good investments. I'm not a financial planner, but getting rid of those things that aren't giving you back as far as investing goes, whether it's relationships, whether it's money. When we think of second house, it's about our wealth. So I think they're saying try to create some balance on, where your income is coming from. Okay, hold on one quick second. There we go. Sorry, didn't mean to move the camera. Okay, so here we go. Your third house is the house of Gemini. It's how you think. And that is about communication, travel, dual, siblings. So let's see what's coming out for you when it comes to that. Okay, we have the Fool. So maybe there's something that, as far as communication goes, you are, or if it's siblings, it's taking a leap of faith. Maybe there's something that you need to say, right? Again, I'm thinking this eclipse, clarity. What is it? Taking a leap of faith, sharing your feelings with somebody. If you're looking to into a new type of career, anything that has to do with communication, anything that has to do with speaking, talking, writing. Maybe you want to write a book, right? So for you, Aries, I would say, though, or if it's a sibling, I mean, maybe there's something, doing something that's has some type of a risk, communicating with a sibling. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. Okay, your fourth house. Fourth house is your home, your family, how you are feeling, and that's the world. Things coming to completion. Lift that up for you. So things coming to completion, the world, we have, ironically, the Fool is the first card, and then we have the world, things coming to completion right here. So maybe when it comes to home and family, just how you are feeling, there is something that's, you're like, I'm done, I'm moving on with a new cycle, right? I'm done judging myself. I'm done, listening to what others have to say, finding balance, taking a risk, and saying, I'm over this. If it has to do with family judging you, right? I'm over it. It's time for a new start. This is the brand new me. Again, solar eclipse, judgment, right? Closing out that cycle and starting a new one if it comes to something with family, home, etc. Okay, next house is the house of Leo. It's creation, it's love, it's kids. It's also the house of fame. So let's see what the... Beautiful. We've got the Empress. I love that. Love, love, love. That is feeling nurturing not only yourself, but your home, your family, children. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. It's also about wealth. It could be about, as far as the Empress, it could be, starting something new, planting seeds, knowing success is coming your way. Again, that is the house of Leo, which is fame and fortune. It's a beautiful thing. Next, nice cards here. Your next house is the house of Virgo, which is kind of your work and your health. We have the star. It's always about healing. If it's about work, there's some wish, something you've been wishing for. Again, maybe you have been closing out a cycle, something new that you've been nurturing is about to start. If it has to do with home and family, but if it's about work and health, it looks like you will have some type of a renewed healing. And if it's about health, it's about renewed healing. If it's about work, a wish coming through, right? If you were a fool, if you wanted to start a new business, they're saying your wish is on your way. Love that. Okay, next house is the house of Libra. Beautiful. We have the Chariot. For you, Aries, the Chariot in this house, this is about judgment. This is about justice, partnerships, rules, regulations, policies. So things moving forward, finding that balance, right? Finding that balance. It might be a rough road since it is the Chariot. It's not like it moves softly and smoothly. The Chariot can be a little rugged, but in the end, it is always about some sort of victory that's coming towards you. And we love to hear that. Again, maybe there's a lawsuit you're dealing with, if it's a career issue, if it's partnerships, which is also the house of Libra, any sort of partnership. Maybe you guys have been going through a rough road, right? And they're saying to you, these are great cards, that, towards the end here, the Chariot always makes it. They always find victory. It might be a little rough, might be a little rugged, but you're going to get there. So hang on tight. Again, you guys have amazing cards. Way to go, Aries. Beautiful. The next is the next house is the house of Scorpio. It's life, it's death, it's transition. It's also about power, corporations. I'm going to put it this way so you can see it. It is the Lovers card, which is beautiful. I would say in this traditional tarot, the Lovers is about having choice. And so there might be something you're considering. Here we have the World. We talked about beginnings and endings, right? So there might be a heavy choice coming towards your way that you're going to have to make. Again, solar eclipse, clarity comes in. We eclipse things out, right? Transition. It could be as something as your lifestyle, your health. right? Since we have healing here when it comes to health, here they're saying you have a choice. I mean, maybe you just haven't been feeling well and you're going, okay, I'm done with this. The way that I eat, I'm going to get sugar out, right? You are making a conscious choice here to say, I need things better. So it's a transformation is what they're telling you. I love that. It's also about power, corporations. If this is a work issue, if this is like, we were talking about policies, procedures, illegal, things coming to an end, but in the seeing the victory, but here the Lovers is saying, in the meantime, may not be cut and dry. You might have to make a choice at the end of this, legal issue. So, all right, here we go. The next is the House of Sag. Beautiful. We have the Emperor coming in. Sag is all about, and this is your 9th house. It's about foreigners. And so there might be somebody, it's your boss or somebody who is a foreigner who's going to provide you mentorship. Might be a new boss, right? The Emperor is the father. Anything that has to do with foreign lands, countries, etc. The Emperor, Sag is also about religious beliefs. It's about like the traditional stuff, like education, higher learning, books. The Emperor could be a principal for all we know. So it's a boss that has to, again, foreign. We talk about, it could be a mentor, it could be father figure. The Emperor is he's the king of all the kings. So he's learned to balance his emotions. He's learned to balance his feelings. And he's not afraid to take charge of something. So if they're, again, going back to if there's a possible lawsuit, the Emperor is, providing you the guidance. Again, Sagittarius is about kind of these traditional systems, books, higher learning, education, going back to school, college. The Emperor is saying, you might be dealing, as simple as a professor, right? But he always, we got to give him, he's not afraid to cut people out, etc. He is the Emperor for a reason. And he's not to be feared, but possibly somebody who's coming in to mentor you. All right, your next is we have Capricorn. So Capricorn, you got the moon, and the moon is about things being hidden. It's about your emotionals tapping in, not finding the clarity. Capricorn is our 10th house for you, and that is all about the father. It is about politics, structure, career, architecture. So there's something that you're not seeing, something possibly being hidden from you, something you're looking clarity for when it comes to it could be someone who, again, it might be this Emperor, right? If it's a father figure that you're dealing with, you're not finding the clarity that you're seeking. Politics, structure, architecture. Maybe you're in the process of, having a new house built. Maybe you're looking to buy a home, things like that. Something isn't clear, contracts, things like that. So just consider to sit back and wait, and let's see if we can, when we get the lower, the minor arcana, maybe we'll get some clarity as far as what it is you're not seeing here when it comes to things like structure. Interesting. In the house of Aquarius, which is the 11th house, it is electricity, it is the psyche, it is the UFOs, unknowns, networking. You have the Hierophant, which is all about structure. It could be churches. The Hierophant is like the priest, but it could be education. It's all these banking, which is also a structured system. So something you're not seeing. Okay, if you were, before we talk about investments or whatever, there's something you're still not seeing here. And the Hierophant is telling you, traditional tarot, they're like, oh, it's about marriage, And in this situation, not so much. Maybe you're networking, they're telling you to focus on more structured nonprofits, friends, groups, etc. So yeah, to focus on that. It could be, you know, things that aren't seen. Maybe you're being challenged on what I've been traditional versus what I'm starting to feel, you know, because again, it's about spirituality. It's about non-traditional things when it comes into Aquarius, right? And so there might be a challenge there for you that might be coming up this eclipse season. All right, last one, of course, is the house of Pisces, 12th house, which is very spiritual. It's fish swimming up, fish swimming against. And your last card, wow, the Hermit. So hopefully you can see. Let me bring these down so there's not so much a glare. There we go. That might help a little. So I love this. The Hierophant is taking some time to go within. It is so Piscean. It is tapping into that part of your soul, you know, to find the answers that you seek. No one can give them to you. If there is something you're struggling that isn't clear, if you're trying to seek out information, you know, you're battling when it comes to structure, your belief system, I think here the Pisces' 12th house is saying there is only one way to find those answers, and that's going within. So I love that. All right, here we go. So now that we talked about the houses, let's see if we can gain a little bit of clarity with the minor arcana. And we'll go back here. So let's get some clarity about this judgment. Judgment of self, judgment from others, your soul's purpose, you know, I'm not good enough. Let's see, Aries, what we got going for you. And this has to do with the solar eclipse. Okay. So we have here the Seven of Pentacles, something at work, something you want to invest in. And the Nine of Wands, which is about feeling. The Nine of Wands is like, you know, the Ten of Wands is like carrying the heavy load on your back, right? Feeling judged or judging yourself for maybe investing too much time, not investing into the self enough. Okay, soul's purpose. Nine of Wands is about the details. It's about, you know, investing. I want to go more into this investing of the self, feeling the weight, knowing that eventually you're going to be able to drop all of this and invest more time in your soul's purpose. So if you are looking to maybe start your own business, leave a job, right? And people are saying, no, you don't want to do that. You got stability, correct? And you're like, here, I think they're just trying to, you know, little by little, if you invest some time instead of like dropping it off, right? A side job, whatever it is, it might be tough, but it's going to be all in the details. And then you won't, like, who cares what anybody else says, but you might be feeling better about focusing, investing time in your soul's purpose, right? Going to the details, but little by little, instead of going, well, I just need to leave it and drop it. I need to close this cycle. They're saying, well, you know, you won't feel so judged, and you don't have to tell anybody anything. That's the other thing. Who cares what they say? You know, do it on the side, take your time, and see what happens. All right, so then your second house, Temperance, we said was about money, investments. That's our good Taurus. It's also about beauty, health. So finding balance. So if you have this balance, being able to slowly start this little side business, nonprofit, whatever it is, right? Working on the details. Okay, let's see here. Balance. Seven of Cups, having choices. Feeling confused. So I think here, just finding that clarity, you know, sometimes when people throw a lot of things in front of us, we're not quite sure which way to go, how to go about. I'm just going to go back to this. Take little steps, baby steps, find some time to invest a little bit, right? So you can find the balance and not get confusion. The confusion is there's so much being thrown out at you and you're like, which way do I go? They're saying just stay. Look at his. He's got 2. He's finding balance. Here he's got 7. Right? Too many choices. That leads to confusion. They're saying narrow it down and that'll help you towards wealth and success. All right. The Fool, taking a risk, communication, writing a book, starting a podcast, things like that. It is how you think, right? So they're saying take the risk, take the risk. So let's see here, Aries. See if we could get some clarification on that. Okay, love it. Six of Cups, something from the past, right? We have something from the past that you've been wanting to take a risk on. If it's relationship, maybe reaching out to somebody that you've put off for a while. Communicating, family, siblings, something from the past. Spirit saying here, you know, take that risk. If you want to write that book, take the risk. It's maybe you've tried it before and you're going to pick it back up again. Right? Love that. Okay, next, the World, closing out an old cycle, starting something new. Page of Cups. That's a message coming in. Let's show you that. That's a message coming in, right? So if you're looking to close something out, and this is to do with family, home, it's how I feel. So if you're feeling like I got to close this cycle out, this is old, I need to start something new, right? I love that they actually show his heart here. See the little lines coming out? They're going, you know, a message will be coming in, some kind of an emotional message that'll be coming in, you know, that kind of makes you feel like, oh, I'm glad this is over. So look for that message and how you feel starting something new. Page of Cups is something new, feeling like a child again. Okay. All right. Empress. Here we go. I love this. You had some awesome cards, Aries. So Empress was in Leo, which we said fame, fortune, family, love, children. I mean, maybe you're getting pregnant. Could be. Nurturing family. I don't even know if we have to clarify that. That is such a beautiful thing. All right. The Knight of Swords. So again, interesting. Rushing in, somebody rushing in fast, quickly, as far as something that has to do with home and family, about this nurturing. Maybe you're getting a message about pregnancy, something, right? This is all about Leo, right? They're the protectors. So the Knight of Swords, something quick and fast, and the message coming in. Okay, so we have the star here in your house of Virgo, which is both work, health. We said maybe there's healing coming in, a wish as far as work, your profession going. It's also, like we talked about, healing when it comes to like grain. It's the Virgin Mary. Interesting, we got the Two of Swords, so maybe there's a choice here and you're not sure which way to go. Am I going to do keto or am I going to do vegan? I don't know. If it's your health, when it comes to career, focusing on work here, there's some kind of choice. The star says your wish is coming true, but in the meantime, you feel like you're having to make a decision. That's the Two of Swords, right? But if she just takes the blinds off, it's more of a choice, right? When it comes to either health or work. Something so you have this wish and then you're like, oh, I've got to make this decision. And they're saying, but a decision is something hard, negative. A choice is light and airy. Like, what am I going to choose? Right? It actually sounds better. It feels better. So they're saying, you're not seeing all the facts yet. Take the blinds off and you'll see which way you want to go versus the negative side of it. Okay, the Chariot. This was partnerships, policies, law, legal issues. We got here, speaking of choices, the Two of Pentacles. Finding that balance. You've got a lot of that we have, right? The Lovers is a choice, Two of Pentacles, and then you had over here the Temperance, balance. So I think here, you might be weighing out all your options when it comes to something legal, when it comes to partnerships. Again, this is something that's moving forward. It's a little tough choice, but you're going to, when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to legals, policies, procedures, there's a choice, or just weighing out options. Which way am I going to go? Which way am I going to go to get to my victory? Which way am I going to go to get to my victory? Okay. All right. Life, death, transformations. We had the Lovers. We had a major choice. Maybe I didn't bring this up, but a transformation. Maybe there is if it is the Lovers card, there's a transformation in your relationships, an ending, a new beginning. Let's see. Again, solar eclipse, clarity comes in. Somebody, someone, something gets eclipsed out. So let's see. Ooh, we got the Three of Swords. So definitely an ending. heartbreak. And, you know, that's the hardest thing too, Scorpio. That is our life and death situation, and we're just trying to figure it out. You guys are going to have to let me know if this is true. So, okay, then we have the Emperor coming in. Beautiful. So, Four of Swords, Sagittarius. We said it could be a father figure, a mentor. Four of Swords is about taking a pause. You know, maybe this relationship is someone from a foreign land. If it is a choice you had to make because your heart was broken, right? A transformation. Here they're saying you need to take a break, take a pause before moving further on to, you know, again, this is kind of our higher learning. It's about learning something new. It's about college, books, anything that has to do, university, professor, right? There's some type of pause that is needing to happen when it comes to this house, this Sagittarian house for you. Okay, it's also about healing. So, right, if you've had some heartbreak that had to do with an emperor, you know, they're saying that you need to take a pause. You need to take a step back, eclipse out. Okay, all right, maybe you felt eclipsed out. Dare I say maybe somebody's having a relationship with the professor. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Clarity in Capricorn, structure. It is the house of the father. What do I do next, right? Politics, banking, those kinds of systems, homes, right? If you're looking to purchase a home, something not being the contract that you're not seeing. All right, let's see here. So let's see if we get some clarity on that. Four of Cups, complacent, feeling complacent, unsure. Which way am I going to go with this? Let's see here. Just like even if an offer comes in, you're going, I don't know. Gosh, I know this feeling, right? It's like, I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of all this, and I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with it. Still, like even if the clarity is presented to you, again, solar eclipse, I think they're saying don't get caught up in this because I know this feeling. And feeling complacent, I had to get another card because you're feeling stuck. Unclear, you know, I mean, this could be about taxes. I don't know. You know, that is the house of Capricorn. Feeling unclear, feeling stuck. What am I going to do? Banking. Think of any kind of structural systems, politics. You know, the eclipse is saying when it comes to this part of your house, there is some kind of, there's no clarity, right? You know, Capricorn also is career. I mean, maybe you're feeling unclear about starting this wish that, you know, you don't have the clarity for it. This is also, where's your money coming from? So, you know, I always talk about this. You're waiting to see if a grant's coming through, right? Feeling underwater, not sure if it's going to happen. She's just looked like she's waiting on it. Like, say you get paid from the government, right? You know, waiting to see if the budget's going to pass, whatever it is, feeling stuck. What am I going to do? And in the meantime, you're still trying to think about this side job. You know, something to think about. All right, so here we go. Then we had the House of Aquarius, structure, Hierophant. You might be thinking, oh, my belief systems are changing. You know, maybe you don't want to work for the government anymore. You know, you're always having to wait for your check, getting laid off, etc. And you're starting to, you're thinking your belief systems are being challenged here. That's the Hierophant, right? Because he's all about church, tradition, marriage, all that stuff. Or it could be meeting somebody, your network, your friends. That could be, if you're feeling stuck here, then your new networking might be finding groups, nonprofits, etc., friends, wishes that are going to come more from a structured, maybe instead of the nonprofit, you're going to go into private sector, right? It's a letting go, or vice versa, switching it over, okay? But let's see, let's get some clarity. 5 of Cups, feeling a sense of loss. So yeah, something, not feeling like you're getting enough out of networking, afraid to put yourself out there. If this has to do with structure, belief systems, feeling that sense of loss, like not feeling that connection. Backing away from friends, because here we got Pisces, the Hermit, going within. Maybe, this is a tough one. Maybe you find yourself in this place where your whole life you look to your friends to fill you up, right? And there's a sense of loss with that. And here they're saying, because that's Aquarius, right? Networking. And there's this sense of, I'm not finding that. Like, your friends are changing. You're going, wait a second, this isn't what I want for my life anymore. And there's a sense of sadness, it's walking away to what was to something new. And as I say that, we have the Page of Pentacles and Pisces here. Page of Pentacles is a new start. It usually has to do with money, right? Some kind of offer coming in. So with Pisces, it's all about, the dreams, the subconscious. So I think here originally they said you've got to go within, stop looking outside of yourself, right? Which takes some reality. Like, in order to be happy, I have to go within, right? Connect with God. Once you do that, they're saying that an offer, a dream, because that is the 12th house, will come through. Quiet the mind, go within. No one else can fill you up, guys. Only yourself. And here, once you do that, connect with yourself. You are God. What are you going to find? An offer coming through for you. All right, so one quick, I'm going to do a little animal spirit here for some advice. Let's see what we get. I love these cards. These really, really are beautiful. Okay, you got two. Interesting. We've got the vulture, right? We know what the vulture is. Kind of eats the dead away. That's how the way I think of them. But in a good way, they have a purpose, believe it or not. Feeling heartbroken. It is moving on, going into this transition, right? We cannot have life without death, and that is the truth. And then here we have the bat spirit as well. It seems so dark, but it's a beautiful thing. I mean, if we think about just the animal world in general, the bats, what they can do in darkness, they don't fear darkness. They live in it. They, feed their way through it, right? And so, I hate saying this, but I'm going to say it. Whatever loss this is, not that there's a dark night of the soul. It's not one of my favorite things. I think we all kind of go through this transition in our lives and we're just trying to figure things out. Here, the vulture's here. Guess what? A rebirth, a transformation is happening, right? But we have to face the stuff that, we really don't want to deal with. And the bat is like, whether it's in darkness or not, we can find the light. Bats use, what is it called? Because they can't see, right? And so it is through their other senses that they find their way, that they're able to survive, correct? And so I think they're trying to say to you that no matter what it is, whatever this, no matter what it is, no matter how dark it is, no matter the heartbreak, uncertainty, it's so true in this eclipse that you can always find your way. And there's always purpose in everything. And I promise you, you will find the light. So Aries, I hope this helps. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share. And let me know what you guys think. Take care.